What's up, everybody? Oh, it's very late on I guess it's Thursday morning now. Um, it's been it's been a hell of a night. Just haven't been able to sleep. Um, and actually, before we get started, give me 1 second here. 1 second. Gotta grab something real quick. All right. Okie dokie. I am back. So this is going to be. It might be a final attempt for a long while for me to stream. We'll see how long this stays up, but my streams have just been staying up less and less for a shorter amount of time um, over the past month or so. So we're going to give it a shot. So we're going to start Control. This is a game that everyone I've ever talked to about loves it. I've tried to play it once or twice, probably twice, and never really could get into it. I'm playing Assassin's Creed Shadows right now. That's still going well. I just needed a break and something new. So yeah, we're gonna go with Control, and we're gonna see if we can get into this again. I'm hoping this turns out to be kind of like Alan Wake. I tried to play Alan Wake multiple times and couldn't get into it, and then I finally reached a point where I couldn't stop. I thought it was really good. So I'm hoping the same thing kind of happens. So we're gonna push through it, and maybe taking periodic breaks to play Assassin's Creed will help keep me engaged in it. So I have played it before, at least some of it. I haven't gotten very far, maybe a few hours in. Don't really remember much. I kind of remember like the general gist. I remember that you're not really shooting people, but like shadow-looking things, kind of like Alan Wake. Excuse me, that's my water bottle. And I think this is kind of set, so let's take a look at options. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything, so let's just go to new game. Let me brighten this up a little bit. Is there a third? Yep. No. It's not visible. But I like it a little bit brighter, so I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Graphics mode. Let's go with performance. Headphones. Oh yeah, a little bit of subtitles. Start new game.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall.
There's
We
stuff like
stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie. What is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Okay.
Hello? Anyone here?
So I don't remember this story at all. I do remember that a big reason why I struggled to kind of get into this game was because the story didn't grasp me. And you know, it's kind of the story for this seems pretty hit or miss when I look up people's reviews online. Some people love it and say it's great. Others say it's boring, but that's not why they like the game. That's not why they play it. Prohibited items reminder. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2 pencils. Any object considered iconic representations of archetypal concepts. Rubber duck, ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through private entrances. If you see any personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Okay. Turn the lockdown in effect.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Research records. Bureau expenditures. Expenditure summary. Executive Sector Quarter 2. Staffing surveillance redacted. Data center initiative construction redacted. Office equipment janitorial costs redacted. Mold removal HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. Some kind of mail room.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
Security order. Attention all redacted. A shark redacted. A shark in his redacted. Although secure redacted. Permission to redacted. Following basic protocol redacted. Shoot to kill. Redacted. Good luck. Federal Bureau of Control. Hello. As you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're all waiting on them for a number of people. If you need an extension, please request Form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Mr. Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team.
Hello?
I remember this creepy guy. This is janitor, right? Yep.
Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I said, Johan helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him. The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help? Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
I guess she's looking for her brother. Approved terminology reminder. Federal Bureau of Control reminder. Redraft any public-facing material while pending any notifications of death related to the Willow AEW. I wonder, is it Willow AEW or Willow? Please adhere to the following guidelines. Word phrases used in the service of his or her country. Regret, proud, pride will be remembered. Words, phrases to avoid: Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, apologies, sorry. Interesting. Can I turn off this damn alarm? Non-official. Okay. Federal Bureau. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day. For the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Is this the director's office?
Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really? And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Yeah, I don't remember this stuff at all. Oh, maybe kind of. I guess I kind of remember this.
The same gun.
Choose to be chosen. Obtain the service weapon.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
My shouldn't sound very good. Okay.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director.
Is that Trent?
Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go? This happen. You can't let 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 this happen. You stopped it. You. Oh, thank you. That was horror.
Hissguard. Summary. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hissguards used standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards can carry pump action shotguns. They have no observed supernatural abilities. Oh god, my eyes are not good. Okay, oh, that's better. With the exception of that, certain Hiss guards are protected by shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bolts. Is this shield a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Do the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have the level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge of their weapons. Refer to redacted for full report. Okay, so the Hiss is some... let's go. So that's what they got was Trench. Okay. The Hiss is some kind of mind control thing or something. No unique procedures required. The object form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to redact it. This object must be bound by individuals seeking the role of redacted, which I'm guessing is director. The object will determine whether redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the redacted, though their criteria is unknown. Background. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as a director's office. The popular hypothesis redacted many forms throughout history. Redacted Mjolnir, Excalibur. So this is tied to, okay. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be original manifestation of the event. In this case, redacted. What is... Hold on. I'm just looking up for Rune Astra. Hindu mythology. I don't know much about Hindu mythology. When I say I don't know much, I mean I know absolutely nothing.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, head of research, Federal Bureau of Control.
God, that scared me. I didn't know what that was. Where am I supposed to go? Can we go this way? Oh.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Oh, shit. Where you at? Agenda items for next executive meeting, Federal Bureau of Control. Rising costs of AEW response, update on mold extraction efforts, upcoming annual salary review, new supplier of coffee filters to be found embedded. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
For Marshall's eyes only, Marshall. We checked out the suspected AEW in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this. And the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AEWs from the real thing. Or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch. Next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. I think we want to go this way.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Urban legends. Oops. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an AEW. Urban legends are understood as modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain redacted, informed by our own redacted, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can be artificially redacted in popular culture using redacted. Our bureau made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore AEWs that only occur on redacted. A pair of scissors that consume human redacted, though 2 punctures of the redacted. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they are paranatural realities waiting to happen. visitor evaluations. Oops. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and our people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How did you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently calm, explain that this is a secure federal office and they'll need to leave. If their answers seem redacted, escort them to a private room. There, perform Gunner's psychological assessment. If the responses are within acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then redact it immediately. There's no such thing as too suspicious.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it. Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
That works? Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The Hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation...
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point. Push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out. It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep.
Field research on the Hiss entity, Hiss corrupted agent. The Hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The Hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These Hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption like spores or Wi-Fi boosters, or they cocooned, preparing to enter the next stage of evolution. When attacked, Hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility, or undergoing a transformation into purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file redacted for full report.
Keep ripping it out. Rips them apart.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
We're not going to play it too much later tonight. I'm going to try to get some sleep. I just was staring at the fucking wall. But we'll at least talk to Emily.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw it. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a... That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the Hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the Hiss destroy it all.
This game is so bizarre. I think that's kind of what has just detracted me from this story. I don't mind weird stuff, but this is just...
anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the Hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the Hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The Hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the Hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
No.
Got it. Thanks. So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr.